Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like this, please go ahead and like and follow. If you want to check out more images from this hike and other hikes, please follow the Instagram account below. Thanks guys. Hey everybody, so first of all, parking. If you get here at 9 or check the hours, but there's a parking thing at the front where you pay your $5 and get your parking pass. If you get here really early, you can park up at the museum or the Welcome Center. If you get here before they're taking the pass, there's a self-service thing where you can get your own pass and just put it in your car. Unless you get here really early, you're not going to get that prime parking spot. You're probably going to be parking back here in the whole campground area. So just plan on a little bit of a walk there. Look for the white trail. The white trail is going to take you back to the main Welcome Center where everything starts. Inside you've got the Helpful Guys convenience store. So Sweetwater is a very well-traveled park. So just with the traffic and dogs, you won't see a lot of wildlife, but they do have this really cool nature center where you will actually see some stuff that they're keeping. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah, so they have a couple of snakes. A cool thing, check it out. It's actually Civil War rifles being kind of desalinated or demineralized so they can save them. Also in the museum, they've got these all these stuffed animals that are actually kind of creepy as hell because they look like they're about to fall apart. Poor little rabbit there's lost his ear. But they're kind of cool, but they're also kind of creepy. There's a whole interpretive center about, make sure to check out the history of the mills. Actually a lot to see here, especially if you have kids. Check all this out. Okay, here's a cool thing that you should check out when you're here. Apparently this is an Atlanta thing. I've only seen a couple of the other ones, but just to give you a scale for how big the universe really is, we are sort of in-town's all the in-town planets, but here's Neptune. You would have to get out this far from the downtown Atlanta, and Neptune would be that size if you were looking at the solar system to scale. So here's the info board. It's right outside, you see, of the interpretive center and the nature center. And from here, you see everybody, this is where all the trails pretty much start. Pretty much right away from when you come down from the main center there, you've got a choice. Go to the right, that's the red trail. That's the one everybody's generally taking. It takes you down to the river and the ruins, the red trail and also the white trail. If you take a left here, this is the yellow trail. This basically takes you down eventually to the river and down to the Rusty Bridge. The old Rusty Bridge there is where you cross the river for hiking on the other side of Sweetwater. And this is part of a series that I'm going to be starting closer into Atlanta in the metro area because even though North Georgia has great hikes, by the time you get up early and it's a full day commitment and you're hiking, sometimes you don't have all day. And sometimes you just want to get out, stretch your legs, get out in nature, meditate, get away from it all, and these are kind of perfect little half-day hikes. Sweetwater is about 20-30 minutes away from town, not that hard to get to. It's right off I-20, just past Six Flags if you're going out of town. Great thing about Sweetwater, I'm in the red hike, which is a lot of family day trips. It's a lot of tourism. It's people with their dogs, but Sweetwater offers so many different combinations of long hikes you can put together, big loops. You can come out here all the time and not do the same hike twice. So here's a very good view of the river. You can actually see some of the rapids. That's why this is such a popular spot. Actually, the water's really high today. You usually see much more of the rock. If you look down the river there, you can see just how much of it drops here. So you can imagine this whole section is rapids going down to the mill. So here's one shot of the ruins, kind of up close. But actually the better shot is up on the main viewing stands up there. Read about this at the main center, but also this is where a lot of the Mockingjay movies were shot, so you may recognize some of this. So look how pretty this is. This is actually all this rain we've gotten lately. Lots and lots of water coming over the rocks. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like really loud. But this whole section of the river has a big drop, so it's just kind of these rapids all the way down for a while. Another view of some of the backside of some of the ruins. You notice they're all fenced off just because the ruins themselves are so old and fragile. They don't want people crawling around or getting hurt. But as you can see, the water is right up to the ruins today. So it's really high. So another shot of the ruins from higher up. You can see the big arch there. That's where the water sluice emptied out and powered the water wheel, which mechanically drove like 5 full floors of machinery back then. Make sure to read the information on it. It's kind of interesting. Now when you go back, you see you've got two choices. You can go back to the right, which is the red trail, which takes you back up to the starting point and the center. Or if you can go up the hill there to the left, you'll see that's the green and the white trail. And the white trail will give you more of a meandering, more interesting hike back to the nature center. So as you take this white trail down back to the nature center, you see a lot of different environments, including little wetland areas. There's a stream that comes down for a lot of it. Look for small snakes. There'll be patches of wild reeds, and also look for these old pretty old growth beech trees here along the way. They always like wet feet, so you're likely to see them in wet areas like this. Hey everyone, so just sitting up on the ridge here on the white trail overlooking, I can barely hear the river in the background. The Welcome Center is not too much further. Kind of going to be calling it a day soon, but just a little bit about winter hiking. I really enjoyed it. It's the 1st of February. It's been really cold and nasty. This has been one of the first Saturdays. It's been really nice. It's pretty today. It's in the upper 50s. It's been great to be out here and get back in nature after a long winter. And also too, one thing about hiking, especially even areas like this where you're hiking kind of in the same area again and again, every hike's always different. So if you're hiking in the winter like this, just listen to the quality of the sound and just the way things have a different quality to them. And every hike's different, so just pay attention. Just finishing up here on the white trail for the day. You'll get to a point where you'll see the Welcome Center, the Visitor Center ahead. You can go on up there. If you want to finish up there, your car's up there. Or you can take a left here, and this fork takes you up to the parking areas for the picnic areas, where more than likely you may have had to park. One thing I'm noticing here is like the park is doing an awful lot of signage upgrades and renovations. They're redoing the bathrooms. It looks like they're even adding a new parking lot up at the front. So look forward to them making those. Continue to make those renovations and improvements. And as always, don't forget to support your state parks. Everybody, so end of the day, back to the truck. It is getting to be, it's about 4:30. The park closes at dark, so this place is still an hour and a half worth of light left. I didn't even get here till 1:30. It's 4:30. It's 3 hours. I probably spent an extra hour just doing video, and so it's like this is easily like a couple of hours once you get out here, and maybe 20 minutes to get out here and back. So it's easily a quick afternoon, half-day adventure there. Again, this is Sweetwater Creek. It's one of my go-to hiking places. People in Atlanta just love this place because it's really you can get out in nature, but it's still close to town and not that far. If anything, it's probably parts of it are probably a little overused. But there's some of the outlaying trails and stuff like the white, yellow, orange trails are definitely allow you an opportunity to get out by yourself some and do some hiking. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. If you like this video and like to see more like it, or like to follow some of the other ones, please like and subscribe. If you would like to see images, please follow my Instagram account. Look forward to seeing you guys again. Keep on hiking.